Most people at 40 years old are signing mortgages that are 30 years long. We, a year ago, gave up our flat in London and now we're on the road full time. This is the epitome of an over 40s life change.
At 40, we have no home. It's a life change that our families hate. And quite frankly, sometimes we do too. It creates arguments, it creates uncertainty, it creates a lot of fear and anxiety.
Well, let's just start by talking about the last year. So we gave up our flat, we bought a van, we moved to my mum's house to convert the van into a camper van. That was a bit of a disaster. Basically, the van's parked up in storage. If you want to see the story on it, you'll have to go and look at our previous videos. But we've been trying to grow our YouTube for a year now. Views have dropped. We're still not earning any money. We're running out of savings. And we're still on the road. And we're running out of money. This is our stuff in the back. A lot of our stuff. At the moment, we're staying for free in people's houses using trusted house sitters, and we're editing videos along the way. The channel isn't gaining any traction yet, and we're wondering whether we have to go back to our 9-to-5 jobs and get a flat and do exactly what we gave up. We're not going to give up in life, are we? It's difficult.
I think it's a very difficult journey, and it causes a lot of tension between the two of us as couples. I mean, we're human. We argue and we butt heads, and it causes tension with our families. It has caused a lot of tension with our family. It has caused a lot of fear and anxiety, and although we want to stay positive, it's just difficult. You know, it's difficult to see the end of the tunnel, because
The light at the end of the tunnel.
the light at the end of the tunnel, because when things don't seem to be going well, it's quite tough. And we've got projects, and we're going to carry on, and I know that, I mean, it's something that happens to a lot of you probably, or some of you. You have all this anxiety and fear, and it's like, well, my life is not really quite what I expected at this point. And
Right.
it's, how do we turn it around? How can we keep pushing and carry on with the projects we have, and succeed at that without really destroying all the connections we have around us?
We're posting this video to basically help you guys, or to tell you guys that, you know, life's not as rosy as you think, where you just, you know, give up your flat, sell everything, and, you know, start a YouTube and immediately you're successful. Within 6 months you're successful. It's almost a year and a half, well, it's November, so it's a year and 4 months since we've been on the road. We get tired a lot. It's tiring. We have some amazing times too. We've been to Switzerland and France and Spain. We've had some great times, but we also have some rough times too. It's hard to know what to film, what to edit, what to put out on a weekly basis. We want to stay positive. We want to share the positive vibes with you guys, but this video is basically from the heart. and to tell you that it's not as easy as you know we hoped it would be, right?
But it's also to share what's real. I think a lot of people see, oh, you know, you become YouTubers or influencers or whatever people call people that post on social media, or van lifers. If you have a van, we have a van, it's just stuck somewhere parked because it doesn't have an engine.
We're involved in a high stakes legal dispute. The mechanics factory that rebuilt our engine is going to get the paperwork soon for the court case, so that's going to be dragged out for a year long now, so we're most likely not going to have the van for another year. It's another thing that's getting us down. We've got to deal with the legal case, and also
we cannot share a lot. We cannot share the real update and what's happened with it and everything. It's not, our intention has never been to shame anybody or to cause conflict or bring conflict into someone else's doorstep. It's always been, we just want our van repaired. We want to be on the road. We need it because it's not just for this project, it's not just to travel, it's our home. And in a way that has made us homeless.
And all it's done is it's turned into an £18,000 legal case at the moment. So, yeah.
It's really sad, in my opinion. It's just very, very sad. We didn't want to be in this position. I don't want, we tried everything we could.
We hope to know that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. We will be travelling eventually in the van and converting the van and getting it on the road. But at the moment, things are difficult, you know.
So yeah, when you see, sorry to interrupt, when you see, you know, people trying projects or things on social media, I know there's a lot of AI things happening right now, but it's not always as glossy and as rosy as it seems. Like Ryan said, we had some terrific times, we had some terrific experiences, but it hasn't been without
it's trials and tribulations.
That's exactly. You know. It's been extremely difficult in a lot of ways that we didn't expect. We'd never expected this to challenge us as much as it has. I don't think I've been challenged in my life like we have in the last year and a half. Emotionally, financially, physically.
Yeah.
It's been a roller coaster. And we wanted to tell you, so we do want to stay positive and keep going and, you know, share just what we are doing now, share the real experiences, how we're feeling, and how you can potentially, I don't know, take the leap.
Well,
but it's difficult.
Right, so our initial MO to go online with it was to basically help you to do the same thing, to inspire you to do the same thing. You know, to give up your place, give up your corporate jobs and travel full time. And now we're showing you the reality a year later. Yeah, and we're not giving up. We'll keep going.
We're still on the road, not just not in the van for now. And we want to perhaps just share, you know. Yes, you'll have an amazing time, but just be prepared for the rough times that sometimes come up. And yeah, it makes you develop a thicker skin in a way, because you have to deal with all of these constraints and these challenges. And you learn a lot as a person.
Share with us your success stories, make us feel better. You know, tell us after 2 years of you doing it, tell us of your struggles. Tell us how you've, you know, come through the difficult times, because we're finding it difficult right now. So
any advice would be appreciated. Words of support as well. Obviously, if you're going through something similar where you're going through challenging times, a difficult situation, you know, our hearts go to you, our thoughts are with you. And yeah, and this is why YouTube has allow this is the platform to build a community, right? So let's support each other and look forward to better times, and the future what will bring. Who knew starting over in your 40s was this hard? Having a minimalistic life and nomadic, is that what it's called? Nomadic lifestyle?
We sold everything, and sometimes we don't have a frying pan, to cook, or
a kettle.
or
We have a cooker.
We have got things, but they're in our van, and it makes it difficult because we're in a car. We can only fit in the car our suitcases and our, essential things that, are clothes and essentials, really.
But with this alternative lifestyle, right, sometimes it's very difficult to know what's important, what's essential, and what is not. And we try to keep it to a minimum, but then we buy this and then we buy that, and then we end up with a car full of stuff.
And a van full of stuff.
Yeah. So selling everything, having family conflicts because of this financial freedom that we want to have.
Let's talk about the family a little bit and share with the viewers how exactly.
So there is a bit of a situation because we've got someone unwell. There's a lot of family pressure in terms of I love my family and I want to be near them, and obviously I've got family in 2 different places, mainly in London and Colombia, and Cali or Palmyra in Colombia. And obviously we're a bit far from the family in Colombia, but we can stay close to London as much as possible. But that also has its issues, is how do you navigate all these issues? How obviously we're homeless by choice, and not having a permanent pay.
Is it always a choice that being homeless at 40?
Well, we made a choice that we gave up our flat, right? So we are homeless by choice because we wanted financial freedom and we just wanted to explore something different, this nomadic lifestyle. Fine. But then when something happens and then you're like, well, now what? So it's not easy. But, for example, now we're just waiting in the car, and we could go to a coffee shop, but how long can you be in a coffee shop? We don't really have a home until later on.
Actually, no, it's not just how long you can be, but the internet. We've got to upload videos and download them and things, and there is a problem with internet in coffee shops. You can go to an internet shop. Again, it's all money. You've got to try and keep expenses down in order to keep carrying on. We don't know how long it's going to be before we make any money online. And
we do have hustles, and perhaps we'll do another video on that at a later date, where we try to earn money here and there, but obviously having a full-time job is nearly impossible. And sometimes having contracts, it can be challenging because you need focus, and we're focused on moving about and doing what we're doing and editing, and if we're not editing then we're planning videos, and it's like or just dealing with your life, because at the end of the day, this is our life.
We're well-educated people. I mean, we've I've got a master's level, Jenny's got a bachelor's. We took this decision out of choice, and it's turning out to be a very, very difficult decision at the moment, being a year on.
But sometimes you think, what did you do? Like, what did we do? Was this the right choice? You have those moments of doubts, and I'm sure it happens everywhere. When you take a new job, when you make a life choice, and then you say, was this... we don't know if it's worth it, because we're not there yet.
Well, hopefully someone can tell us if it's worth it or not. I mean, we've just, a few months ago, we got monetized, but we haven't earned any money. The money's been, it's £40. You have to make 60 to withdraw anything. So
someone that sells you the YouTube dream that you're going to do a channel and blow up. The reality, Mr. Biz didn't make any money for 4 years.
4 years. And well done, Jimmy. You know,
Yeah,
his parents are the same. I mean, he edited videos behind his mum's back, and you know, it does take that element of grind, and it's very difficult. We started to buy me a coffee. We've had about £15, so
Thank
you know.
you. No, listen, I'm very grateful
Yeah.
for that. It's someone that hasn't known us, and they've shared that, you know, 3 times £5. So
Yeah.
very grateful for that. But it's just, the reality is, it is a dream and it can happen, but it's not that easy as they tell you.
We expected a year of not earning anything anyway. We expected that. We're now about 4 months past that. And yeah, still going.
Yeah, but we have to be resourceful. Just like, you know, if you're going through something, just see what is in your control and try to do something with that.
There's Jenny trying to be inspirational even when we're feeling a bit glum. Yeah.
You have to turn it around, right?
We're doing this video to ask for inspiration.
Yes, by all means, but we're a community. We support each other, so we're here for you. And thanks for being there for us.
That's right. Thank you.